Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to be doing a rant of the week. Real quick one. By request, talk about the reveals that came at the New York City Comic Con. The Titan Returns figures. I kind of talked about them briefly in my last rant of the weeks. But yeah, so we got the... They changed the name from Titan Wars to Titan's Return. They announced that it's part of a trilogy. So that could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure what they'll do next, but so the first part of the trilogy was Combiner Wars, second part is Titan Returns, and then the third part we don't know yet. We didn't see any Fortress Maximus, which was disappointing. I was really hoping that we'd see that. But we did get some other figures. So the Legend class figures will start off. For the most part, are like they're okay. I can't even remember all the ones that they showed off. I know they showed off Stripes, which looks like shit. But Rewind, I think it is. I think it was Rewind that they showed. He looks great. I like the way he looks. The bot mode looks awesome. The data disc or whatever it's called looks terrible. But he also turns into a tank, which looks good. So I'll say, you know, I'll pick him up. I'll definitely be picking him up. They showed off a couple deluxes. We had Hardhead, who looks good. You know, with the little headmaster gimmick. So that looks good. And we had Skull Cruncher, which I honestly think looks a little bit better than the Fans Project one, but not quite as good as the Toy World one. So I think he'll fit in just nicely with Chug Scale. And as a $15 toy, $20 toy, it's a good alternative, I think. So I think he looks all right. I'm kind of excited for it. We had some Voyager class figures revealed. Sentinel Prime is coming. He looks all right. I'm not a fan of it, quite frankly, but it's an obvious going to be repainted with a new head to be Astro Train. Now, Astro Train being a headmaster, yeah, that's one of those gimmicks that some people are like, well, in the headmaster, or in the G1 cartoon, our Astro Train was never headmaster. For me, I don't care. If we get a Voyager Astro Train, I'm going to be happy. From Hasbro, Voyager Astro Train, yeah, hell yeah. I'll take that any day of the week. So that's definitely going to be one of the repaints. The way the ship and the train mode looks, I do think you could probably retool it into broadside. And so there's that. So you got potentially 3 retools of that mold. The Astro Train I'm excited for. The broadside I'd pick up too because I don't have a broadside. While the Fans Project one looks far superior. I'd take a Hasbro Voyager to fill in that slot rather than having to track down the $150 to $200 secondary market Fans Project one. So there's that. Then there's Galvatron, who, while I'm not going to sit here and say looks amazing, I think he looks good. I don't think he looks as good as him, but this is where I will sit here and argue the point of Hasbro of if you can pick up a Voyager Galvatron that looks decent, as opposed to that tank piece of shit from Universe 2.0, then it's a good alternative to buying this. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say, when sometimes I say, you know, it's not worth the money to buy the cheap figures when they're not good enough, like say Sunstreaker or Ironhide. I don't like the way those things look. I don't think they're a good alternative. Whereas this Galvatron does look like a good alternative. He's not as good as this, but he's still good. So it's up to you on if you want to spend $25 for the Voyager Galvatron or spend $100 for the Mania King. My money's on the Mania King, but I'll still pick it up because I love Galvatron. Fuck yeah, this is the year of Galvatron. I mean, we're getting the Hasbro Galvatron. We're getting 2 MP styled Galvatrons, X Transbots, which is and DX9, which is hell yeah. So I'm pleasantly excited for this. The Galvatron again has the Headmaster gimmick, which some people are liking, some people aren't liking, but I think it looks great. And yeah, he's the Headmaster looks like Megatron, which, you know, some people are saying it's a different character, some people saying it's Megatron. For me, it's gonna stay in head mode, so it doesn't bother me at all. Not even the slightest bit. As for repaints on that, I don't know what they're going to be able to do with that. That's going to be a tough one to do, I think. But at the same time, still, I'd be fine if it's the single-use mold. You know, maybe retool it slightly and repaint it as the Energon Megatron, which would be great. Because that mold, while it looks decent, it's a terrible toy. And I hated it, and I hated the fact that it was way too big. So I'd probably pick that up too. See, like I said, I mean, there's not much to really go over here. This is why I was gonna skip it, but I had enough people ask for it, so I decided, you know, what the hell, I'll do a quick video on it. And then we got the Leader Class Blaster, which, you know, it's a Headmaster, and like I've said, you know, some people are with it, some people are against it, you know, whatever. I think it looks great. Quite frankly, I think it looks good. The Headmaster gimmick, you know, it fits inside, you know, turns into the head, and then the helmet folds over, and it looks like Blaster. So I'm not going to sit here and complain about that. I think he looks great. I like the fact that you're able to take the Legends class figures and fit it into his chest. I think you're only able to fit one in there. But who cares? He could store at least one in his chest. So that's cool. The Blaster looks good. And I've already said this in previous videos, but for me, I will be picking it up as my stand-in MP blaster until I get an official blaster, because I'm not buying the KFC blaster. KFC and X Transbots, I've given them too many tries, and I've been burned every time I have. So I'm not going back to those companies. I don't care what they put out next. The only time I will buy any of their figures to review is if we do a giveaway on something that they did, and then I'll review it and give it away. But I don't want one of those in my collection because X Transbots, Ollie sucked. The Huffer and Pipes were okay, and the Apollyon, I mean, it looks amazing in bot mode, and that's it. Transformation sucks. I don't recommend it. You're gonna break it. It's fragile. So yeah, I don't want any X Transbots in my collection. And KFC, after the Overbite and Slugfest, I think that was the names. After that fiasco of pre-ordering 2 tiny cassettes that were almost done, and then having to wait almost a year to get them, and I know they had to scrap the design and like restart over, but still, a year is a long time to wait for figures that were okay. Well, okay, they were good figures. I liked them, but they were not worth a year's wait. That's for sure. Uh, and you know, other things I've gotten from them haven't been the best. The Autobot cassettes were trash. The Decepticon cassettes were all right. Um, I think that was. But their Tempest was decent. Uh, but the Mugen Scope thing looks terrible, and I think it's been used way too many times. Uh, their Stacks looks okay, but then we have the MP Ultra Magnus, you know, so it's like, why buy third party when you buy the official thing? And their blaster, I hear, looks great, but if you transform it, all the paint starts chipping off. And some of the first cassettes that came with them, the paint's smeared. So yeah, I'm just cutting them out. I'm pretty close to doing that with Bad Cube too. But anyway, back on topic. The New York City Comic Con. So I am excited. Maybe it's because it's just, you know, there's no reuse molds so far shown in this line. They're all new molds. So maybe there's that. I hear they're doing a Power Master Prime with the Leader Class Ultra Magnus mold, and they're going to do a heavy retool. I'm excited for that. That's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's really all they really went over. So I guess we'll wait and see what comes out. You know, like I said, some people are upset about the Headmaster gimmick going on with everybody, but I'm okay with it. I'm more okay with that than making random Autobots combiners. Just because, yeah, again, you know, if you take drag strip and you repaint it blue, it's not Mirage, it's a blue drag strip. I'm sorry, that bothers me. You know, if they take Skull Cruncher and repaint it black and purple and call it Mind Wipe, we're not going to be calling it Mind Wipe. It's not Mind Wipe, it's Skull Cruncher painted black and purple. That's my problem, you know, with Combiner Wars, is that they're taking these figures, these molds that are for other characters, and just calling it something else and repainting it. I don't like that. But this, it's like, you know, if they were to have given Mirage, for example, there's a Mirage sitting over there, that's why I keep saying Mirage. But if they were to made a whole new mold for Mirage, made it look like Mirage and made it a combiner, then I'd be sitting here saying, well, I don't like it being a combiner, but it's a good figure. You know, it's not a blue drag strip, but this is a blue drag strip. Alright, off topic. So yeah, anyway, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be an interesting line. We'll see how it pans out. What do I got going on? So I'm leaving for TF Con in probably about 10 hours now. So I'm counting down the minutes. So it's gonna be a long drive. So I'm excited for that. I am going to take the laptop. I'm going to take the camera. If I get some footage, I'll post it. I might get just distracted and not do it, but because it's my first convention, so I kind of want to take it all in. But I'm going to bring it just in case. And I got about $1,000 saved up for just toys, so hopefully we'll get some cool exclusives. I hear Mastermind Creations is going to have their Voss figure there, repainted in the black Nemesis colors like they're prone to do with everything. I don't think I'll pick him up because while I like the figure, I don't like it enough to get the black repaint, and I don't have enough of an attachment to the character. But it's cool that, you know, we're getting some more exclusives announced, because at first it was the same exclusives that were there last year, and it's like I didn't want those. I didn't want to order those last year. You know, the iGear repaints into Roswell and Vanguard. And there's a KFC cassette that was repainted. And it's like I have no interest in those. But at least that's exciting. And Voodoo Toys, I think, is going to be bringing an Ironhide there. Possibly the black repaint of Ironhide, the hobby version. Not sure, because they just did the black silhouette, which is like, oh, yippee. And I think MMC is going to have their black Predaking there too. So that's cool. I'm down with that. I probably won't pick up anything. Maybe if I see that Voodoo Toys Ironhide and it's actual Ironhide and not a black repaint of Ironhide, I might pick that up. I haven't really decided what I'm going to pick up while I'm there. I'm just going to kind of go with it. I had a shopping list, but I found a lot of those things on clearance here and there, so I just picked them up online. So either way, it's going to be fun. So again, if you guys are going to be at TFCon Charlotte this weekend, God, it's so close. I'm so excited. First vacation in years, actually. So if you guys are going to be there, look for me. I'm just going to be wandering around. Just follow the drool on the floor. That will lead to me, because I'll be drooling all over all the new toys. I'll just be like... So I haven't decided if I'm sticking around on Sunday or not. I haven't been able to find a schedule to see what's going on and what events are going on what day. So I haven't decided if I'm going to stick around Sunday or not. If it's something really cool going on Sunday, I'll probably stick around. If it's all the stores selling stuff for cheap, just trying to get rid of stuff before they leave, I won't stick around, just because... What's the point? I'll probably be out of money by that time anyway, and then I'll be sitting there like, do I need gas money to get home, or do I need a new so-and-so? And then I'll probably choose so-and-so, and then panhandle my way home. So I'll probably try to avoid that. Anyway, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be fun. This will decide whether or not I go to these things regularly or not. I've got, I just finished recording the Mega Steel Megatron review, so I will be posting that tonight, before I leave. So look for that. And, unfortunately, my scrapper replacement, small rant of the week. If anybody ever says free shipping, ask them what free shipping it is. If it's Smart Post, tell them no. Do not take Smart Post, because this thing got sent last week. And it spent a week bouncing around Henderson, Colorado and Denver. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was pissed. I even called them. I'm like, hey, is there anything I can do? I mean, this thing is literally an hour from my house. Can I come pick it up? No, you can't pick it up. We have to deliver it. I was like, fuck you. I hate Smart Post. It is absolutely the worst way to ship anything. It's dirt cheap, and there's a reason why it's dirt cheap. So if they say, oh yeah, free shipping, you skip that free shipping. You pay that extra $1 to get it sent UPS or USPS. Because Smart Post is not worth the time that you're sitting there waiting for the damn thing to show up. Anyway, so Scrappers, not here yet. And I've got the Bad Cube Collector's Bombshell and the Fans Toys Bombshell Purple Chest, which is the current giveaway. Which we've actually already achieved, obviously, since he's here. Not here, but he'll be here. He'll be here either late tonight or early tomorrow, is what the tracking says. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to review that until next week. But the surprise that I'm going to give away right now, but is the fact that when I do the reviews, I'm going to review the Bad Cube one, and then I'm going to review the Fans Toys one. Then I'll do the giveaway, and the winner will be able to choose which one they want. If they want the Bad Cube one, or if they want the Fans Toys one. It'll be completely up to them. So we'll see how that one plays out next week. I should be back. Depends on when I leave TFCon. If I leave TFCon early Sunday, then I'll be back Monday at some point. If I leave late Sunday, I'll be back late Monday, early Tuesday. So I'll try to get the reviews out Tuesdays, my guess. That's what I'm shooting for. Or at least the first one. I'll probably do the Bad Cube one and then the Fans Toys one Tuesday, Wednesday, and then do the giveaway also on Wednesday. But do like a comparison and giveaway in between the two. So review one, review the other, do a comparison plus giveaway, and then the winner gets to pick which one they want. And then while I'm at TFCon, I'm going to think about what the next giveaway is going to be. A lot of people suggested a lot of good things on Facebook, so there's a lot of good options. Everyone wants me to do DX9 Tyrant, but from what I saw earlier on one of the DX9's posts with test shot footage of Tyrant makes me sit there and go, well, if he's on test shot right now, he's probably not going to be out in October, but we'll see. I was really hoping he'd be at TFCon. I hope Scraper from Generations Toys, I hope that one's going to be there. That one is like so close to being ready. It should be there. So if that's there, you bet your ass I'm picking that thing up. And yeah, I'll just be looking around and see what else is there. So yeah. And then my question of the day, I don't do questions of the day as often as I used to, but my question of the day is for my MP reviews. When I do the MP reviews and I do the comparisons, I've got Sideswipe, so I got the Autobot car. That's good. I'm happy with that. But I'm using Soundwave as well. Do you guys want me to use Soundwave or do you want me to use an Optimus? Because I'm going to get all the MPs again, so I'm trying to decide, because I would like everything that's on my comparison shelf to be different from what's on my actual shelf. So if I have Soundwave over there, then I'll pick up Sound Blaster, and then I'll replace Soundwave with Sound Blaster, so Soundwave can sit on my shelf and use comparisons with Sound Blaster. If you want Optimus Prime, though, I could get like the Year of the Horse Optimus Prime or something like that, or one of those KO's Evalegions, which looks good, the green and purple one. You know, I'd pick up something like that and use that for the comparison. So, what do you guys think? Soundwave or Optimus? That's the bottom line. Soundwave or Optimus. And then I'll buy whatever figure I need. So, although that would give me a good excuse to buy a Sound Blaster, wouldn't it? But anyway, so yeah, there you go. Again, if you're at TFCon, look me up. I'm gonna be there. Like I said, I don't know any of the schedules. I have no idea. I've never been to a convention before, so there's a good chance I'll be wandering around aimlessly with a confused look on my face and maybe doing rants to random people walking by. Ah! I hate Computer Wars! But I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys there. And if not, look for my next reviews next week.